Hi, so I thought to make a little project while I'm in vacation. I'm gonna use two strings, which will be 1.5 meters long, which is 5 feet. But overall, you can make a little bit shorter. You can make a 4 feet long, 1.2 meters if you want. And I started with tangled strings. So you just need to tangle the strings however you want and then stretch. And once you did that, you're gonna start this video. So each of you will get something different. And yeah, I'm gonna give you the ideas. I mentioned that I'm gonna make a space object, so that's my intentions will be, but not necessary. You can make it in a different kind of objects you want. But my main goal is just to give you ideas of how to make a mini project with only two strings. So good luck. So hello guys, outside, and this is just tangled strings. As you can see, not something so special. I made the overhand knot here just to close this up, and I think on this project I have here, this string is very long, and I think I'll make with this string, I don't need too much, but say I'll cut a wrist, but anyway, I'll make here tons of little knots here, so you'll see. This is just an idea to give you, first idea for this little project I have here. So I'm doing, all I need to do is to make simple knots such as this one, and make tons of these guys. So I'll show like another two just to show you, and then I'll skip. So one here, another one here, another one here, another one here. I'll make tons of them, and that way it will kind of look like a galactic creature. I hope that's what I'm hoping for. So one more just for fun. And then I'll skip. I'll make like another 15 or something, maybe 15, maybe more, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna skip. I'll show you just up to here, just to show you that everything is done like this. And this is kind of a way to make a decorative string. Very easy, you know, it's just very simple knots, and it gives you kind of stars, I guess, or it will look really nice on a project, and we can use this as a string. So I'll come back in a second. So I made about 12 knots here. That will be enough, I guess, for now. And now just I need to make a box, a few boxes, maybe 2 or 3, not too much, because then it will be too boring. So I'll make like 3, and the hardest part usually is to start the box, is because this string is down here, this string is, it doesn't seem to make sense to start the box immediately in this situation. So the easiest way for me to fix that is to make overhand knots. So say, yeah, I'm using tons of overhand knots in this project because it's kind of a change than just making boxes in bricks. And it will look, with the clear strings, it will look like a galactic stuff. a space object, because a overhand knot is even more basic than a box, as you can say. So it turns out it gives you a feeling that you're more into the small objects, like microscopic or atomic or whatever, molecular objects. So now I'm just making a box for four sides of the strings I have. As you can tell, it looks kind of different than a normal box, which is great. But not too much, don't make too much, because then it's boring. So I'll make 3 like this. Let's see what happens. I'm curious myself, because I haven't done it myself. Never done this kind of stuff. Excuse me for the light. Every now and then the sun changes direction. So again, you can make a box, you can make a circle. I think I'll make here a circle. When I'm saying make a box, you don't have to make a box, you can make also a circle. And every time you say a brick, you don't have to make a brick, you can make any 2-on-1 stitch you want, or you want. We have 5+1 options of, I have a bad accent when I'm saying the number 6, so excuse me about that. So one more circle or box, as you wish, and I'll move to a different idea. Excuse me, I just need to stretch. So here I'll choose a box, just to make it one last time, and then we'll move to a different idea. I'll make a few ideas here for this video. So really simple ideas, as you can see, but after a while you can start to be creative. Each time make other ideas, and then it turns out really nice. So to finish off this box, I'll close this off with a triangle stitch without this section. So another basic stitch that I hope you know. So I guess because this string is unstable, then it's best after making a few box stitches to close the box stitches with a triangle stitch. That's a simple idea, just to close things up. Okay, so now because I have here a triangle, I thought maybe to make a recentered triangle stitch. So the way it works is just to make a triangle, and again you can make a twist triangle or a normal triangle as you wish. I'll do both, I hope. So once you've done your triangle, let's see. you can say take this purple and go to the center or over here as you wish. So over here or to the center. So let's say I'll choose the center, and I'll keep doing that for a while until this purple string is too short for me to weave, and then I'll have only 2 strings to go with. So my idea is I'm intentionally starting with 4 strings, and then 3 strings, and then 2 strings, and then we'll see. So if you don't know what's a twist, a twisted triangle is, instead of going here, you go here. It's a kind of difficult to understand, but like to make a difference of, but I'll need to make a tutorial on that one day, with diagrams, because it's not as obvious. So this is a twist triangle, but even if you don't know if it's a twist or not, just make a triangle, and you can go around to a center from here to here, or you can go around from here to here as you wish. So or you can use the other strings, you can use the gray strings. So I'll just I want to finish this purple till the end. So I'll make one more triangle to show you, and then I'll move to a different idea, which uses only 2 strings. So I'll make one more triangle. This goes here, this goes here. It started to rain, so I'm gonna stop it for the time being. I'll come back when the rain stops. Stops. So I'll make one last thing here. You go around, say, and here. Okay, so you got the idea, I hope. So we'll continue on with only 2 strings later on, when I come back from this rain. Now I'm gonna create a overhand knot with 2 strings, and then I'll insert the string with tons of overhand knots loops, this string through the knot. So we're gonna have a cobra stitch. So we kind of use cobra stitch uses 3 strings, but it's more or less uses 2 strings, but you can say it's uses 2 strings. So because this string is going to be in the middle and is not active, I would say you just use the 2 gray strings, and yeah. Anyway, so I'll take this purple string. You can go many ways. So you can say you can go around here like this. I'm gonna get rid of this. If you don't like this idea, you can go, say, around once and then go upward through this loop here, say. And then so you go here. You have tons of options. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna insert through the overhand knots. And then I'm gonna stretch overhand knots. And I can continue doing cobra stitches. Say I'll make 1 or 2. Cobra stitch is very easy, just to make your overhand knot through the, and keep the center string at the center, say. So you make your overhand knot like this. Very easy. Very basic. And usually I don't do it that much. Like, I do it a lot, but I don't do it more than 2 stitches, because then it's super easy to identify and super boring, I guess. Like, it's too much overused. So if you want to make one, don't make too much, because then people will say, it's the cobra stitch. And yeah, it's like opening with E5 on chess, E4, excuse me. And you see, it's not as interesting, a cobra stitch. So to make it a little bit more interesting, maybe I'll just move the knots here around. And instead of going here, I go through this direction, say. So I like the way it came out, and I'm gonna just finish this off by making my stitch that I showed recently. It's called molecular lanyards number 2. So the way it does is you create the overhand knot here with 1 string, and then overhand knot with 2 strings, and that's the idea. So you go like this, and then you make overhand knot with 2 strings, both strings. And then you do it again, until you get something interesting. So I'm not gonna make too much. I'm just gonna make 3 or 4. So you make overhand knots like this. So the way, as you can see, the way I'm doing my projects nowadays is you do a little bit by everything. Like, you do everything, just a small amount of everything. So I had a few ideas here, and I'm not just making the same idea over again, because then it's boring. Okay, so that was the last one, and finally I'm just gonna connect. So I'll make a triangle stitch connecting these 3 strings. So you can connect it however you want. I'll choose the triangle stitch because just easier for me. So that's a function of a triangle, just to connect the 3 strings. And I'm not planning to make like lots of triangle stitches here, just gonna connect them and make an end stitch. Yeah, so I'll make the end stitch now. It's very easy, just go around here, make a triangle stitch, and then make looping around to the center, all 3 strings. So end stitch is a recentered stitch, but with all 3 strings. Go around here and then you go to the center and do it for all 3 strings, and I hope you guys know that. Finally, the last string goes through here. Center. And that's gonna be it. So you can also finish also here, just making overhand knots here of an unused string. I'll make just one. And that's it. I'll show you the results in a moment. So here we finish the project. Yeah, a space galactic, whatever you want to call it, space object. The knots here makes it looks like a space thing, and that's the big deal about this. These knots play a big role on this kind of project. Let's show the other side. Yeah, so somebody told me it looks like a whale. So this is the head, this is the tail, but I kind of see it that way. This is the beginning and this is the ending. So one more time to show you, and that's it. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys end up with other kinds of projects like these and create your own ideas. So see ya.